recently. Now, these are not the only ASMR content creators that I listen to. I listen to so many, and I'm constantly shuffling around. These are just the particular videos that I have been enjoying recently. So all links will be down in the description box for each creators video that I have been enjoying. So I have many more, hundreds of creators that I enjoy. It is not limited to this list. It's just what, like I said, my recently liked that I have been binging. So I always love to support other creators. I always love to hear videos like this of what other people have been watching. So it will be a ramble. We'll probably have some personal attention. Make any noise. There'll probably be a little bit of word repetition, like just as I'm speaking. So I will be in this up close manner. These are definitely my favorite kind of videos to watch and my favorite to film in this up close and then kind of backing away manner. By the way, this shadow, this line right here is from the tripod that's holding the camera up, and it's just shadowing on my face. So I wish more creators would film in this style. It feels very old school to me, old school ASMR. Old school ASMR, that's what it feels like to me. And I wish that the creators would film more in this style, but unfortunately it's not very popular. I don't find. Anyway, so if you enjoy this up close kind of filming style, I do two every month on Patreon, which is linked down below, linked down below. In the description box. So, speaking of ASMR and binging with my Patreon, I do five videos every month for $3 a month. And when you sign up, you get automatic access to over 105 ASMR videos that are Patreon exclusive that I've done throughout the whole time that I've been on Patreon. So they're all like over 20-minute long ASMR videos that you get access to. So, and then plus the 5 that are uploaded every single month will add to that. So at the end of April, there will be 110 of my ASMR videos over there that are exclusive to Patreon. So it's just another safe space, a great, phenomenal community. So I do up close videos, one random trigger video, a beauty video every month over there. So it might be doing my makeup, my skincare routine, things like that, and then a vlog slash live video. So it could be a a day in the life, a Q&A. It could be about my health, relationship, just things like that. So the link will be down below. The link will be down below. So let's jump into talking about what I have been watching. What I've been watching recently. Oh, my throat's gonna make funny noises. Funny. Scratching. So the first creator that I've been loving is GraceV. GraceV. I just adore. Just kidding. I couldn't help it. No, I've not been loving my sister's videos. No, everyone will be linked down below, by the way. Everyone. For those of you that have been around for a while and get that little joke, you know that Grace and I cannot stand each other's videos. I support her. I love her. I think her videos are great. But she drives me crazy. She drives me crazy. Her whisper. We can't stand each other's whispers. I just couldn't help myself. But I'll link Grace anyway down in the description box. I will link her down in the description box. So you're welcome, Grace. You're welcome. Welcome. No, my sister does phenomenal videos. She has a great relaxing whisper, I'm sure. Just not to me because we're sisters, twins, and we can't stand each other's whisper. But she does amazing positive affirmations. She creates such a safe, amazing, supportive space. So I definitely recommend you to go check her out if you haven't already. Speaking of Patreon, I have been binging and loving Rage ASMR. I am a patron of hers and I love her content over there. I definitely recommend you to go check it out. If you love Rage and you just may not have known that she has a Patreon, it's a great space over there. And of course, I love her channel here on YouTube. Rage ASMR. Rage does a lot of beauty related videos, so if you enjoyed those and you love like a clicky whisper, you'll love Rage. Many people compare our whispers and say that we kind of have a similar style. At least that's what I hear you guys say. So definitely check Rage out. She does hauls of clothing and things like that. Yeah, and she has a great cupped whisper and an audible. She does it all. The lovely Rage. Rage. Sorry guys, my hair is driving me crazy. It's driving me crazy. funny. She has one of the best whispers, one of the best inaudible whispers, and she's so entertaining. I laugh so hard when watching her videos. She's so funny. She's just so light and bubbly. She just puts out such good vibes and energy. And I love and adore her videos. I think she has the best whisper with an Apple headphone mic. So if you enjoy videos with Apple headphone mics, then definitely check out Taye. Definitely check her out. Definitely check Taye. Hey girl. Hey. The next person that I love that actually does like this up close manner videos is Kaylyn Alexa. Kaylyn Alexa. So she does many videos in this up close style. She has a phenomenal whisper. I love her whisper rambles. I love her story times. I just love all of her videos. Love them. And I've been loving her doing your makeup, kind of like that fast, kind of aggressive style. It's kind of an unpredicted trigger video. So I've been loving that video of hers as of recently, but I just adore her. So Kaylyn Alexa. The next person that I have been just obsessed with this particular video of hers, and I adore Reed, but Glistening ASMR. Reed. I actually, after I film this, I'm gonna go link her video in my face tracing video that I did a while ago, because it was inspired by her and I completely forgot to link her, so I'm gonna go do that. But Reed is so tingly. She does. I love, number one, her accent is just so relaxing. I love a good southern accent. Sorry, I got a text from my sister. Oh, I can't see it on the watch. I guess it's a photo. Anyway, she was definitely the inspiration behind the face tracing. But I love gum chewing whisper rambles, and she does such good ones. But everything she does is just so good. So that is Reed. The next person that I have been enjoying is SubtleSounds. He always has great mouth sound videos. it's just that I have I just tend to lean towards getting tingles and relaxing more to a female's whisper. I don't know. But he has great videos, so definitely check him out. The next person that I have been loving is Miss Kota ASMR. Kota ASMR. Kota SMR. I love her videos. I love them. Again, that's another girlie that does great makeup related ASMR videos. She is just stunning and has the best makeup on. Every time that she films, she's just gorge. And I pray that one day I can do my makeup at least once as good as she does hers. So she has a phenomenal whisper. So if you like beauty related videos, like skincare, things like that, definitely check her out. I have also been loving ASMR Secrett. She is a newer ASMR artist, I believe, that I just found the other night, and I am addicted. I'm obsessed. I am obsessed with her. Obsessed with her videos. Such a relaxing whisper. Whisper. I love her word repetition. Love it. She's so tingly, and I can't recommend her enough. I cannot recommend her enough. So that's ASMR Secrett. If you want to know what kind of whisper is my favorite, go check her out. That is, I would have to say, my all-time favorite whisper. The next video that I've been obsessed with. Well, I'm always obsessed with any of Liz's videos, but ASMR for unicorns. ASMR for unicorns. Liz, the lovely, oh so lovely Liz. I can't tell you enough how many times Liz has gotten me through the night. I just can't say enough amazing things about Liz and her content and the time that she puts in, and you just feel so safe over there in her safe space, and I'm so glad that she is a part of this community always, and I just can't say how grateful I am for Liz, especially this past year. Well, in November of last year, so about 6 months ago, I just had pain levels that I'd never experienced in my whole life with my chronic illnesses. I was in the hospital for over a week, and I continued to struggle with pain levels that get worse, that I've just never experienced before. And Liz such a safe, amazing space that I just can't tell you. I've never watched a video of hers that I didn't fall asleep to automatically. So Liz, thank you. Thank you to every single content creator that I have just mentioned. I'm so happy that all of you are a part of this community. I am so happy that all of you are a part of this community. Thank you for relaxing me and helping me through my chronic pain and just whatever it is that I'm needing a sweet little escape from. Thank you. So Liz, you gotta check Liz out. You gotta click out and check out Liz as we speak. Who else? So she's gonna make sounds ASMR. She's gonna make sounds ASMR. She is so relaxing. She also films in this up-close, mannered style that I just can't get enough of. She does great, like kind of this faint whisper that can sometimes go into unintelligible, maybe a little inaudible. And I love her videos. Love them. I love her video where she is scratching. So I do love that video of hers. And I found this lovely girly who has just started creating ASMR videos. And her channel is PrettyInBlack ASMR. PrettyInBlack ASMR. She has really long videos, so her videos, I think she only has 2 uploaded right now, and of course I've watched them over and over, but her video that is 45 minutes long, I watched 2 times over and stayed up during the entire thing, just so I could feel relaxed. I suffer from so much chronic pain that I don't always know what it's like in a day to even have my body feel okay. And so sometimes ASMR, whereas I may not fall asleep, sometimes I get addicted to that, like, feeling just at peace, feeling that ASMR brings. And so sometimes I don't just fall asleep automatically. I like to stay up and feel like I'm connecting with someone and like have that social time, you know, especially during this time that our world is, in this point of time, our world is really struggling. Our people are struggling, and I think we're all feeling a little lonely and isolated. Even though that's something I struggle with often, you know, and that's something that I really want to get better at this year. This year is sometimes I don't always, how do I put it? Sometimes due to my illness, I'm not always able to respond to messages. Like today, my hands, I spent hours crying for almost 24 hours because my fingers are in so much pain, could not move them. I could not even wash my own hair today. And so there are so many times where I can't look at a screen because of eye pain. There are times where I can't text back because of my fingers. And, you know, being chronically ill, people who aren't chronically ill, sometimes it just seems like an excuse if you don't get back to them, or I feel this constant, overwhelming need to apologize for having a response that's super late, maybe back to another creator, and then I get so much that someone is gonna think that I'm like just flaky, that it then gives me such crippling anxiety that I then don't respond, you know. And then there are just things like it has been a hard year filled with lots of trauma already, unfortunately. Medical trauma. This is the worst that my health has ever been in my whole life. Unfortunately, almost being 21, I am in a place that I never thought my body would be at. Maybe I thought when I was 80, my body would be like this, right? And so I feel like I just get embarrassed because I feel like I can't be fully honest about why I didn't respond or why X, Y, Z, maybe back to a creator, and that's something that I want to be better at. You know, it's just like that, connecting with other creators, but I think it's just due to I've had so many experiences in my life where people just don't understand that every day of my life is different. One day I'm okay and the next I'm not, and so sometimes I can't get back to messages or whatever it is for days, you know, days later, and it just gives me anxiety. And I just haven't had good experiences, I guess. So if that makes sense, it's something that I want to get better at and not feel this need to apologize. And I think it's something that people that are chronically ill, that we often struggle with, you know, is like that anxiety. And then I feel like I kind of like have left myself out of the community sometimes just due to that anxiety that I can't explain everything that happens in my life, because it's not necessarily my business to my dirty laundry to air out, but I'm so traumatized and triggered by that I just can't share, and it's just been a hard year, to be honest, so if that makes sense. But it is something that I want to get better about, is just, you know, really being more a part of this community, and just supporting other creators, always. That's always something that I want to do. So if that makes sense, even though there's no one that may be excluding you out of something, but you might be doing that to yourself, or it's your own body that does it because of health or mental health. Do you know what I'm talking about? I just thought maybe you guys could relate a little bit. I don't know. So anyway, I just wanted to share that, even though, like, I guess what I'm trying to say is in the past 6 months I felt a little isolated from the ASMR community for the past 6 months or so, but not because anyone has isolated me, that I'm being left out, like creators leaving me out, like nothing like that. This is, I want to say, the best community that I've ever been a part of, and especially on YouTube. I'll say that confidently. But it's more myself and my own life circumstances that I've been isolated by, and kind of fell down from. So, anyway, I'm sure you guys can relate in some way or another. Sorry, my lips are feeling a little chapped. I always relate this back, like when I'm putting on chapstick, I could sit and put chapstick on forever, for hours, but have you guys ever seen Billy Madison and the guy who's just sitting and putting red lipstick on? Hysterical. He's sitting on the couch, like just putting his red lipstick on. That's the only thing I could think of. Stop looking at me, Swan. Stop looking at me, Swan. Swan. Stop looking at me, Swan. Oh, back to school. like your self is kind of holding you back from being a part of community due to health, or just like you can't be fully honest with what's going on in your life, and you just feel isolated. Yeah. So anyway, who else? I'm trying to see my iPad in front of me. What videos I have been loving. It's all the same creators that I just said. Oh, and Traci. Traci ASMR. Traci is the cutest. Traci. She does the best. Kind of like intense whisper with the Yeti mic. I love her whisper. It's so unique. And so tingly and relaxing. Oh, so tingly and relaxing. So tingly and relaxing. And she is such a gem in this community. Such a gem. She always has the most positive vibes just radiating off of her. And I owe many thanks to her and her gift for ASMR. So thank you, Traci. Thank you, Gorge. Also, the White Rabbit. She has done a couple roleplays that I have just, okay, anything that Ella does is just, the woman deserves some type of award. I don't know what kind of award we could give her. How about all of them? Let's just give Ella all the awards. The White Rabbit ASMR. The White Rabbit. She is so talented. I have loved her channel since she started. I will always be such a huge supporter of Ella, and I just can't tell you how amazing her videos are. Her roleplay, she's so talented, such an amazing actress. She does great makeup. She's just so creative and talented. I hope one day that I can have maybe a roleplay that's maybe just a fourth. I pray that a video of mine could be a fourth of what one of her roleplays are. She's just incredible. And she has done these roleplays, cranial nerve exams, from a third-person perspective with her husband, where she gives him an exam. And it is so relaxing, so relaxing. It's such a good idea. So I love the one where she's giving her husband the cranial nerve exam, and I also love the one that her husband does when he gives her the cranial nerve exam. So what a team player. Her husband is for doing that. That's awesome. He was so good. Not everyone's good on camera. My boyfriend's not. He's awful on camera, which is okay. But he did so good. So, Ella. She also does these phenomenal 80s role plays with an East Coast accent that is just so relaxing and to die for. And if you're liking an East Coast accent, check out ASMRXBABEE, Julia. My girlies and even my guys, Julia does these girl talks where she will just sit and talk and on some topics that maybe people have some questions for, just some topics or accents. I love all different accents. All different. And Julia's is definitely so relaxing. My nurse, my home health nurse who comes and does my infusions and things like that, accesses my port, which, if you guys have been worried about a lump that you're seeing in my chest, that is a port catheter. That's where my IV goes. I stick a needle through there, and that's how I get my IV hydration, nausea medication, infusions, things like that. So thanks for all the love and concern, but that's support. Anyways, my lovely, lovely nurse is from Philly, and he just has the most relaxing accent when he's over, and we always chit chat for forever while I'm getting my infusions or whatever it is. I always am like nodding off while he's talking because his voice relaxes me so much. So much. Nurses are such gems. Gems. And my nurse definitely is one. So if you are a healthcare professional right now, all my love, all my light, and thank you. So anyways, definitely check out Julia ASMRXBABEE for some girl talk. Definitely check her out. And the White Rabbit ASMR. I think that is it. I'm going through my recently watched. Sorry for the nose shot. That's not very cute, is it? That's not very cute, is it? I'm sorry for my not very cute hair that is wanting to stick to my chapstick. I hope that you at least go check out one of these phenomenal ASMR artists that I am so grateful for all of you. Thank you. And all of these creators that have extra Patreons and stuff, I definitely recommend them too, just for more content and such. So